How did British government policies fail during the Irish Famine? Imagine a country suffering through one of its darkest moments, with millions starving and dying, yet the policies meant to help seem to make things worse. That's what happened during the Irish Famine, which lasted from 1845 to 1852. The main cause was a potato blight that wiped out crops across Ireland. But the real tragedy was how the British government responded, or rather, failed to respond effectively. At first, the government did take some steps. Sir Robert Peel, the Prime Minister at the time, secretly bought Indian corn to help feed the starving. But these efforts were small and quick to stop. Peel didn't expect the famine to last so long, so his measures weren't enough. Food supplies were unevenly distributed, leaving many areas without enough to eat. When the Whig government led by Lord John Russell took over in 1846, things didn't improve. They believed in free market ideas, meaning they thought the economy should run without much government interference. They thought that letting the market decide would help Ireland recover. But during a famine, that approach failed. People needed direct help, not just economic theories. One of the biggest failures was the poor law system. It divided Ireland into 130 local relief areas called poor law unions. These unions were supposed to help the poor with local taxes. But Ireland was already poor, and taxing more was impossible. The unions quickly ran out of money and collapsed, leaving many without aid. Relief committees were set up to organize help, but they often became corrupt or inefficient. Local interests sometimes influenced who received aid, which caused resentment and confusion. Meanwhile, the government refused to stop exporting food from Ireland. Even as people starved, ships continued to carry Irish grain and livestock to Britain. This showed that economic interests were prioritized over Irish lives. Today, visiting famine sites and museums shows how these policies caused immense suffering. About 1 million people died, and another million emigrated to escape the hunger. The famine changed Irish society forever, shaping its history and culture. The failures of the British government left a lasting mark, reminding us how badly policies can affect a nation in crisis. For travelers, exploring famine memorials or old workhouses helps understand how government neglect deepened the tragedy. It also highlights the resilience of the Irish people, who endured and eventually overcame this dark chapter in their history.